Hey y'all, welcome to the Be Affirmation podcast where we talk about going beyond just stating affirmations and actually being what that affirmation represents. I'm your host, Ladette, and if you're listening, thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having an amazing start to your May. I can't believe it's already the month of May. It's kind of crazy. I always feel like the year just passed by so fast. It's just unbelievable. Basically, it's summer, and I don't know about you all, but it feels so good. It's feeling so good with like the sun being out more regularly, and just it just feels good. I love it. And especially being from Denver, like you just really never know this time of year what the weather's going to be like. It's literally a hit or miss. So I'm just really grateful for the sunshine as of lately. It's just feeling so amazing. So I hope you're all finding the simple things, in life that just make you feel good, that you're able to appreciate, and yeah, that help you kind of stay elevated. So, in today's episode, we're going to state our 12 affirmations together, and then we're going to focus on the ninth affirmation from our list, and then we are going to wrap up with affirmations as per usual. So, just a reminder, affirmations are positive statements that you tell yourself about yourself, and they can start with the phrase I am, but they don't have to. And you want to be super duper regular and consistent with them. Either say them every day in the morning when you wake up or at nighttime before you go to sleep. You can say them, in the middle of the day if you want, but it's always best to start your day with affirmations just because you're setting the intention for the day. You're putting it out there that, you're declaring that you are loving yourself, or you're setting, positive things. You're setting your positive intention, like whatever it is. When you start your day with affirmations, you're just making it clear to you, to yourself, to the universe that, you want to have this level of positivity in your day and throughout your day. And kind of the same thing when you go to sleep, like when you're ending on that good note, you're ending the day with that same energy, and it just feels good to go to sleep, with that positivity, and you wake up with that feeling as well. So anyway, we are going to go ahead and state our 12 affirmations together and find, as typical, find a quiet place, be comfortable, close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. And here we go. I am in love with the person I see in the mirror. I am in love with the person I see in the mirror. I am a masterpiece. I am a masterpiece. I am grateful for all of the ways my body shows up for me each day. I am grateful for all of the ways my body shows up for me each day. I appreciate the relationship I have with my body. I appreciate the relationship I have with my body. I am in tune with what my body communicates to me. I am in tune with what my body communicates to me. I love my body and embrace all of the changes it goes through. I love my body and embrace all of the changes it goes through. I adore my body. I adore my body. I trust my body. I trust my body. I take care of my body. I take care of my body. I respect my body. I respect my body. My body is a temple. My body is a temple. I would choose the body I'm in now time and time again. I would choose the body I'm in now time and time again. All right, let's get into it. So, our ninth affirmation states, I take care of my body. And let me just tell y'all, this is the one. Like, this is the one that puts me in check. Like, I just I have struggled, I'm gonna be totally honest. I have struggled with drinking in my life. Like when it comes to like wanting to party, not necessarily party anymore, but there was a phase where all I wanted to do was party. And then even now it's like even though I don't party, per se, it's like there's like that constant need to like socialize and have social interaction and be around people. And first and foremost, like alcohol is just unfortunately like a glue in our society. It's like the one thing that almost everyone wants to do. It's like the main way a lot of us connect with each other. And it's something that I have had to check time and time again. And the reason why I have been able to check it when I do is because of this affirmation, because this one is so important to me. Taking care of my body, having like, an awareness of how certain things affect it, like doing the research, you know what I mean? Like, I think we all know, for the most part, like what's good for us and what's bad for us. Like, we know what we should consume, we know what we should put inside our body, we know what things that we should avoid, and all of that. Like, a lot of it's pretty obvious, but at the same time, it's easy to kind of be ignorant about those things. But telling yourself and like being conscious about it, and especially being consistent about it, that you take care of your body, forces you to think about what you do that like represents you taking care of it. So if taking care of your body is important to you, I would even start with like, what do you do that like reflects that, you take care of it? Is it drinking water? Like, is it, staying hydrated throughout the day? Is it avoiding added sugars and like drinks that you have, avoiding sodas, like, and this is different for everybody. Like, you can take care of your body in a way that's different than someone else takes care of their body. But this one is just so big, like how you take care of your body, how you show up for your body, how you treat your body, what things that you do for your body, all of that definitely plays a role in the perception you have about your body, and the way that your body kind of shows up for you too. Because if you're not taking care of it, then you're going to notice that, you're going to feel that maybe you don't have energy, or maybe you're feeling sluggish, or whatever it is. But yeah, this affirmation definitely gets to me, and it has in ways that I wouldn't expect it to as well. Like, there have been times where I notice, especially recently, and especially with this podcast, because I'm saying these affirmations every day, and saying I take care of my body, I've noticed that in times where like, I want to do something that doesn't reflect that I'll have like that awareness and then check it. Like recently, I had more drinks than I wanted to. I wasn't even planning on drinking, and I had more drinks than I wanted to, and I just felt like I was being so hypocritical. I think from an outside perspective, it would be easy for a lot of people to say like, Lynette, it's not a big deal. Like, it was a birthday party, you had fun, like it's not a big deal that you drank. But because taking care of my body is important to me, and because I know what I know about alcohol and how it impacts me, I wasn't able to like enjoy myself, and I felt terrible. I honestly felt terrible the next day, just feeling like, my body deserves better, and I didn't show up for it the way that I normally do. And although it is okay, although it's already in the past, I deserve better, and no one's gonna give that to me. It's only up to me to like, do what I need to do for my body, for me to be the happiest version of me, for my body to be the happiest version of it. Like, I just felt like I needed to do better. And so yeah, and I don't know, maybe that it may sound negative, but I think that it's okay to like have those moments where, you tell yourself like, hey, I could be doing better, because I feel like it boils down to just having an awareness of like your actions and, you know, having that awareness of just who you are in general and what things you say versus what things you do and how it makes you feel and what the consequences of that is. And yeah, I just felt like in that moment I knew that I could be doing better. And but you know, I'm glad that I had that awareness, and being able to say this affirmation of I take care of my body helps me be accountable for me, and I hope that it helps you be accountable for you. And yeah, when you're thinking about taking care of your body, like just realizing what things that you do that makes you feel good and what things you do that don't. And you know, it's okay to like not be perfect. I feel like I don't even need to say that, and maybe it even sounds a little bit cliche, but it's true. Like, we're on this journey and we're going to experience life differently, and there's going to be those moments where we're feeling super good, and there's going to be those moments where we're not. But what I love the most about affirmations and saying nice things to yourself consistently, like on a regular basis, is that you just have this awareness even when you're not doing the thing that you know you should be doing for you. Like, having that awareness to me is the biggest deal, because you just know, like, you can just reflect and you can be like, okay, this is what happened and this is how I felt and I didn't like that, so this is what I'm going to do differently next time. And I just love it. I feel like it lets you create like this safe space for you to make mistakes, but to like, you know, find the lesson in it. And I think my lesson in, you know, the whole drinking situation is that ultimately there's no space for drinking in my life. It's like one of those things where it has been difficult, because I do like, it's important. It's like an important thing. It's how we connect, but it's not the only way that we connect with others. And I am feeling it within me that it's time to just totally let it go and to just like live my best life, being alcohol free, being totally sober. And I think that having, you know, being able to say affirmations and like saying I take care of my body, it's just, this one is so important to me. Like, the way that I feel about my body is so important to me. I want to have a long, healthy life, and that's so important to me. Whatever final years that I have left, you know, in old age, like, I want those to be good years. I don't want to be struggling. And I just know that alcohol really affects you, you know, especially as you get older. So I think it's time for me to put it behind me. And I know that I don't feel like I'm rambling. I'm not going to say I'm rambling. I feel like I've been talking about like me most of this episode, but I hope it's helpful, because it's like my thought process of what's led me to like this point of just knowing that it's time to stop drinking alcohol. Because like we're saying, I take care of my body. That's our affirmation, right, of the episode. And it's like, for me to truly, me personally, this doesn't have to be you, but my reflection with this is that for me to be true to myself and really reflect taking care of my body the way that it really deserves to, which connects with the next affirmation of respecting my body. Like, I know it's time to just stop drinking. Like, drinking lowers your vibration. And I hate to like rain on anyone's parade. If you're someone who loves turning up, if you love girls' night, you can love all those things without drinking alcohol. But if you're someone who heavily relies on alcohol, I hate to rain on your parade. That's not what I'm trying to do. And I'm not judging anyone that's drinking. I'm not telling you to stop. I just hope that everyone has an awareness of like how alcohol truly impacts them. Because for you to say an affirmation like I take care of my body, you know, or anything in relation to that, means that you obviously care about your body. You know, it means you care about what you put into it. And if you're listening to this episode, I would assume you're someone who does. And so it's important to know like how alcohol affects you, because if you truly care about your body, if you truly care about what you're putting into it, then you need to know how alcohol affects you, especially as a woman. Like, the chances of us getting certain types of cancer is so much more likely. I can't remember the exact number, so please don't quote me, but it's something along the lines of like, if you just have a couple drinks as a woman, it's like more than 50%. You're more than 50% likely to get breast cancer and other types of cancers. And so knowing that is just like, damn, there's really no space for alcohol in my life because like I'm trying to live my best, healthy, abundant life. And then not only with the physical, but like it lowers your vibration. If you're someone who is, spiritual, or you're into like connecting with your higher self and like your teams of light, your guardian angels, like if you're just open to like spirituality, even in the slightest, know that alcohol makes it hard for you to have that connection, and it brings you down. It lowers your vibration. It's hard to be connected to your higher self. It's hard to be connected to intuition and all of that when you drink alcohol. So yeah, I feel like this episode ended up being kind of like a ramble about alcohol. But I think that this is important, and I feel like I wouldn't be doing my part if I wasn't sharing with other people like how alcohol affects them. And then also like if you even remotely care about your body, to like assess, if you do drink, how much you drink, how often you drink, how it impacts you, why you even drink in the first place, and to just really understand where that comes from. And for me, I know like why I drank the way that I did. Like I feel like I've reflected to the very beginning, like why I even had my first sip of alcohol, why I even like would still drink till this day, like what things would make me feel like I needed to drink, like a hot summer day, like wanting something iced, in a cup, like a nice cool cup to drink, or wanting to like let loose, wanting to feel like I could be more social at like a party or whatever, when it's like I am perfectly fine just being me, like sober, Ladette, just her, the way that she is, showing up to whatever event because I love myself, and I know that the way that I am naturally is the way that I want to show up in my life, and the way that I would, expect people to accept me, or at least the ones that are meant to, if that makes sense. So like if someone can't handle me, or if they don't vibe with me or want me around when I'm sober, then it's like perfect, like, perfect. That's eye-opening. That's information that I can use to assess who I want to invest my time in, who I want to be around. And you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, people who really love you for you as you are will accept you as you are. So you don't really need anything to like alter who you are to like fit in or like be comfortable to socialize with others, whatever. And even if it's not alcohol, it could be so many other things, like things that you compromise to like feel accepted or like be around people. Like I know food is another one. That's been a hard one for me because a lot of the times, most of the time, I'm actually like eating plant-based foods, but I catch myself not when I'm around other people. Like I'm more likely to eat something that isn't going to make me feel good when I'm around other people. And it's like, why am I compromising the thing that makes me feel the best just because I'm around others? It's like one of those things that I find myself having to check. And so I don't know, maybe you guys might experience something similar, where it's like, even though you care about taking care of your body, that you like do things that kind of contradict it. And so I just like want to make a declaration, and honestly, please make one for yourself too. Either post it online, tell a close friend, tell a loved one, tell a family member, I don't know. But like, I feel like we just need to make a declaration that we're not going to compromise our health or our body for other people anymore. Like I'm making it loud and clear right now that I am personally done with alcohol. It's like, I'm just tired of it. It's ruining like, I feel like that sounds dramatic. It's not ruining necessarily anything. It's just that I don't feel my best. When I drink alcohol, no matter what the amount is, I don't feel my best. And I'm personally not okay with that. And I'm not going to compromise my health anymore just to like not fit in. But it's like, I feel like this, right? Like, it's not about necessarily fitting in. It's almost just easier than to like have to explain yourself, right? Like, oh, I'm not eating that because, or oh, I don't want to drink because, but it's like, you know what? Like, forget that. You know what I mean? You don't have to explain yourself. I don't have to explain myself. Like point blank period. Like, let's leave it at that. So my declaration to y'all and to myself is that I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to compromise my health just to make other people happy. And I hope you do the same, whether it's drinking, whether it's certain food, whether it's, I don't know, whatever it is, anything that affects how you feel about yourself, anything that affects how you feel about your body, anything that affects your well-being. Make the declaration that you're no longer going to compromise X, Y, or Z, or and Z, whatever it is, and that you're going to put you first and your health first, because we are all beautiful human beings who are taking care of our bodies. And in order to do that, sometimes we have to make tough decisions, but they're going to be ones that end up benefiting us the most. So I want to leave this episode at that. We are going to state our affirmations once together, and then we're going to wrap it up for today's episode. So get ready, get comfortable, and here we go. I am in love with the person I see in the mirror. I am a masterpiece. I am grateful for all of the ways my body shows up for me each day. I appreciate the relationship I have with my body. I am in tune with what my body communicates to me. I love my body and embrace all of the changes it goes through. I adore my body. I trust my body. I take care of my body. I respect my body. My body is a temple. I would choose the body I'm in now time and time again. All right, friends, that's all I have for episode 10. Please leave me a review. Please leave me a rating if you're loving the podcast, if you're feeling the vibe. I would really appreciate that. And I will see you in next week's episode. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Keep your energy up, stay positive, stay happy, feel loved, all of that.